Hi, thank you for checking out my channel and the Persona Rerun project. If you are enjoying it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with any friends who might be interested in Persona. I am also live on Twitch at twitch.tv/MacTheVoid, as well as have a coffee. Outside of that, in the comments, I'm specifically looking for suggestions on how to play the Persona 3 DLC, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, and Persona 5 Strikers in a similar type of format. I've never played those ones before, so please be spoiler free on your suggestions, but I'd like to start preparing for the next leg of this journey, so any suggestions would be appreciated. Otherwise, we'll get right into it. Thanks.
All right, time for class.
Oh, Class E.
I know you've been busy lately, but you all
Orange and
remember
blue,
to
and
do
then the
your
sea of
homework,
NPCs.
right? Just because you're not taking a humanities class next year doesn't mean you can blow off classic lit. Hey, are you all listening to me?
What's wrong, Fuka? You look kind of down. Huh? Talk to me. What's bothering you?
It's just Aragaki-senpai.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty shocking. I'd never seen him in school, but he'd always be hanging around town. And now he's just gone. It's hard to put it into words.
I took it for granted that everyone would always be around, that nothing would ever change. But some things you can never get back. I didn't consider how easily it could happen. Once I realized that, I started thinking about my
Mr. Koda's gonna
parents.
interrupt
I
at any
sort of been
moment,
avoiding
right?
the question, but is it okay for me to leave things with them like this?
Parents, huh? Yeah, that's a tough one. But I think you'll work it out, Fuka.
Moriyama, what are you waiting for? Come on up.
Yeah.
Would it kill you to give your classmates a proper goodbye?
She
What's going
didn't
on?
tell her? I don't remember this at all. Oh
Hi,
no.
everyone. I know I haven't been here that long, but I feel like I've made some good friends. I'll remember each and every one of you after I transfer. Thank you all. How's that?
Wait, transfer? What?
Oh, and especially like off the back of the conversation they were just having.
You're a weird one, you know that? The biggest bitch in school is leaving, and you're gonna miss her?
You're
God, this
transferring,
game looks so good.
and you didn't say anything?
Sorry, that's not the
like
point
it
of the
would've made a
scene, but like,
difference.
I
Why
was
make us
thinking
both
that in the
of us?
last scene and here, like, her model is
yeah.
cool,
My dad
and
suddenly
Fuka's obviously
collapsed,
is, and
and
this
they say
area
it'll take a
is.
while for him to recover because of some complications. We
Oh,
don't really have that
parents,
much money, so
huh?
we can't afford to stay in this area. You know, now that I think about it, you're the only one who bothered being friends with a weirdo like me. But like I said before, we're both in the same boat. My parents act like I don't even exist. I hate living with them. That's why I was so jealous when you moved into the dorm.
Natsuki-chan.
You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a lot more cheerful now. But why'd you move when your house is, like, right here?
Huh? Well,
If you don't want to say, that's okay. I'm sure you've got your reasons. But if it's something that you and your parents can work out, then do it while you have a chance. It'll be a while before my dad's in any
Oh, that
condition
snuck
for us
up on
to
me.
have a heart-to-heart. What am I doing? This isn't what I wanted to talk about.
God,
You know,
what
Fuka,
good character
I
growth.
used to
Oh,
think
she.
every day was just the same depressing routine. And I'm only saying this because it's you, but you don't really get many second chances in life.
Natsuki-chan.
I guess this is the last time I'll see this view. I won't be in school next week because I'll be packing, so I guess this is goodbye.
No!
Don't you dare come see me off. I want to say goodbye on my own terms.
You guys have cell phones. It's the modern era.
Come on, don't give me that
Skype.
look.
I mean, I don't think Skype's a thing yet,
You're
but
leaving
still.
so suddenly.
Hey, I'm not all broken up about this, just so you know. I've changed a lot since I met you. I'm gonna try and figure out what I really want to do with my life.
I know you can do it, Natsuki-chan.
Well, now I really feel like I gotta do it. No pressure, right?
No.
I got one last thing I want to say before I go. If you just accept the way things are, then you'll never move forward. Just like me. So I hope you can figure out what you want too.
What I want, I used to try and please everyone, just to fit in. I was afraid of not being liked. So, I always went along with the people around me. But I never really thought about what I wanted.
That's so you. Well, if they don't like you for who you are, I say screw them. But I like you, Fuka. Even if you hate yourself.
Natsuki-chan.
Well, I better get going.
Huh? Natsuki-chan? Here, even if we're apart.
Okay, good. I was being quiet because I
So
didn't
we can
recall
always
this at all.
talk, right?
And
Thanks
this is
for
really
being my
sweet.
friend.
But I really was like,
Kinda tearing up now.
oh,
Natsuki-chan. Even if we're apart,
I
we're still
prefer
connected.
characters who go on a journey and grow to be better people.
I get it now.
She's great.
Natsuki-chan, I'd always assumed my powers were a reflection of my faults. I was always worried about how other people see me. And that's why my powers let me see others. But I guess there is something I want after all. Seeing everyone getting along and working together makes me so happy. So, I want us to treasure this forever. I have the power to connect people, even when they're apart. My persona has given me this amazing gift. The friendship I've always wanted.
Wow, that's creepy as shit. Lucia has given rise to Juno. Revelation grants one random enhanced positive effect to all allies.
There you are.
Oh, what are you all doing here?
It is unusual to find you up on the rooftop.
Well, we didn't see you around, so we weren't sure if you were all right.
I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I've made up my mind. I'm going to do everything I can with the power I've been given. This is what I've decided I want to do.
Yeah,
Sure?
I mean, like to everyone else, they're like,
Sorry.
yeah.
I guess that
Everyone's
was out
like,
of nowhere,
I
wasn't
thought
it?
you already decided that.
You sure you're all right?
Class is ended for today.
This is questionable.
What do you think? I understand her. That's good to hear. Hey, Junpei. Hey, I just heard Moriyama's transferring. You know, the girl who's friends with Fuka? They haven't been friends for very long, though. Kinda sucks. Yeah. Oh, it's sweet that, like, you heard that and knew that. Burnt out? I absolutely don't like to. God, it's a bunch of people I don't want to be around today. Oh, baby. I'll go hang out with baby. Why didn't you message me, babe? Hey. Do I have your persona? We both fought hard and now my brain is exhausted. Mac don't know. It seems the threads of fate have brought us together. Together. I'm trying my best to do, but I don't. Could you spare some time to talk? No. Because I need to go get a tempera arcana for you.
Marvelous.
Oh, thank you.
I'm looking
Thank you.
forward
What
Here are my
requests? I'd like to try. Oh, that's right. I needed to look up how to do those.
Very well.
Oh,
Good
okay.
day.
Hi. I guess I
you
did one of
accepting a
yours.
request? Oh,
Oh,
my.
46 or above. Okay. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Very well.
Greetings! How? Listen well. I have come up with a great idea to get my uncle to appreciate Japan's charm. I will show him a kimono. When he sees
Whoa,
it, he
we're
will
this far
understand
back
the
with
beauty of
Bebe?
Nihon.
God, every time I think we're farther because of the other realities. Goddamn. That's a great idea.
Wait, with you in my corner, I have nothing to fear. The kimono is a Japanese treasure, full of culture and history. If I show it to my uncle, he will surely let me stay in Nihon. As for the design, it will be inspired by the mascot of Azuki Arai. Simple but deep. I choose this design because, well,
I should start doing the other social links then, because I have already finished this. I thought we were a lot closer to being done with this one than I think we actually were. What is it, 6? 7? Yeah.
I can see.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
Kimono. I must soar like the wind.
It's been the day working with Bebe.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks.
Hey.
So Natsuki-chan is moving away. I'm not secretly depressed by it. But I also know that no matter the distance, she'll always be right here with me. Nothing can come between the bond we share, so I'll be alright. Oh, good. Hi.
Excuse me. Yes.
Oh, I thought that... Okay, I won't tell you what I thought. Junpei, I guess... But I guess is the only one where I actually will, They're like-minded after all. Alright, how many more do you have?
There appears to be less damage from pests than the data in my prediction suggests. We haven't taken any specific measures against them. What is the cause of this? Oh, this is... Look! I've sighted a ladybug larva. It's very small and adorable.
I don't remember. Do ladybugs get rid of it? Also, so I know that this has to happen either way, but she has a lot of more personality and things that she likes during these than I think she does at this point normally. Just leave it alone.
Agreed. We wouldn't want to interrupt it while it's eating. Ladybugs are the natural predators of pests that damage plants. That would explain why there weren't any harmful insects around. Thank you very much, little ladybug. Even in just these tiny planters, there is so much life. There's no one to teach them. They're just doing the best they can. My apologies. I got distracted. Let's keep working.
I love you. God,
Excuse
her
me.
just saying
Please
that
apply
makes
the repellent on that
like,
end.
oh.
Pests deserve no mercy.
Things that Gary put in, it looks like the plants will grow nicely.
Status reads all green. No problems to report. That concludes our mission for today. We should head back now.
And Morgana's saying we did perfectly when we very
Police are
clearly
here again?
didn't. What again?
Yeah,
what the
seems
fuck
like
are you
it's for
talking
real
about,
this
Morgana?
time.
Where's that meeting?
Apparently one of our
Game?
students is a phantom thief. Seriously? I read the same thing online. Apparently public security is already on the move.
It's me. There's something I want to talk to everyone about. I'll be at the hideout. I mean, our place.
It's open.
I'm in.
Welcome.
You're third year Okamura-san, correct? So good to see you. Please, have a seat. Are you okay? Huh? Yes. I'm sorry, I did come here because I wanted to, but I'm not exactly adept at saying what's on my mind. Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm not all that great at chatting with people either.
Excuse me?
Oh? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. How about some snacks? No need to be modest here.
You have my thanks.
Thank you. I'm all right, though. I must be pretty weird, right? I came for counseling, but I can't seem to say anything.
Well,
Not weird in the least. Just take your time. We'll go at whatever pace you need. And if you don't feel comfortable by the end of our time, well, just have some tea and head on home for the day. I do enjoy tea time. Perhaps I'll feel more relaxed if I think of all of this in that way.
quite.
Absolutely. Nobody's going to de-stress if they come in here and all worked up like, I have to talk right now. Think of this as just thinking a way to relax with some tea would probably help you feel more open. Relaxing with some tea. I do quite enjoy often, but on my own. Do you find that more relaxing?
Yes.
The people closest in my life, they don't really feel like people I could sit and enjoy some tea with. Even my family was always focused solely on work.
I see.
So, was mealtime essentially the same setup as tea time?
Yes.
Meals were when we actually ate together. Meals where we actually ate together were almost always uptight dinners at work-related events.
I see.
And never been to upscale social events, so I'm not sure if I should ask this, but, well, didn't you ever feel lonely? Lonely? Yes, I think so. If I were given the chance, I would have only wanted to spend more time with my family. Why don't we call it a day for now? Feel free to stop by again anytime you like. Oh, yes, I do apologize. It seems like this tea time was longer than I intended. No problem at all. If anything, I'm happy to hear it. I'll make sure to pick up snacks that pair well with tea. She's just starting to open up, so that's unfortunate timing. But honestly, that does feel very true to therapy, where it's like, oh, we're going to chat for a while to get used to something. Like, to get used to each other. And then we will, I don't know why I clicked the next one. I was in the middle. But like, oh yeah, like to get to the space of opening up. And right as we're opening up, that's when time would end. And it's like, oh, whoops. Like, I need to get better at being in a more relaxed state to actually talk about this stuff. But yeah. But, you know, I was a teenager at the time, the last time I was able to be in therapy, so. I received word from Futaba-chan about our upcoming meeting. There's still some time until we meet, though, so I'm gonna go take care of my flowers first. See you later.
I suppose planned. Oh, I know.
Okay, good. I was gonna make sure that this is what we were gonna do. Do you want some help?
Oh, have you come up here to assist me? You, heard that, didn't you? I'm not worried about the garden, in case you were wondering. It's just, so much has happened to me lately.
Any way I can help?
Well, perhaps I could share this with you. I mean, it would be nice to have someone who is aware of my current situation in life. The source of my worries is my father's company. Dealing with the aftermath has been difficult. Given how unexpected the accident was, my father didn't have a will. All of his stocks transferred to me. Which means suddenly, I'm the biggest shareholder in a company of over 1,000 employees. But I don't know the first thing about business direction or fund management.
That sounds tough.
It is. I may be the president's daughter, but I never expected I would end up involved with company matters.
Especially with how your father is.
Because
And
of that,
how he was gonna,
lately
like,
I've
sell
been
you
meeting
out
with
of the
all
family,
various officers
essentially.
and lawyers my father employed. They've been giving me advice on all the things I'm not entirely sure about. Assets, stocks. It's clear some people only want to get on my good side, though. I don't know who I can trust. They try to sound comforting by saying things like, "Don't worry," or "Leave it to me." But it feels like they're really only being nice so they can get their hands on my bank account. I never realized I could be this distrustful of other people.
It's a good attitude to have,
I'm
though.
sorry for ranting on about this matter. I feel as though doing so has helped me calm down a bit, though. The only people I've consulted up to this point have been employees. But I think what I really needed was someone closer to my own age, closer to my own viewpoint. If it isn't too much trouble, could we speak about this again some other time? In return, I'll...
Nothing in return.
What can I do to help you?
You don't need to do anything. That's not what friendships are built on.
How about this? You know, gardening.
God,
I'm actually
again,
quite skilled
because
at
of the
it.
structure
A few
and the way
years
that
ago,
this whole thing is
I even managed to
formed.
grow a tropical fruit on the balcony at my house. To
That's
be
impressive.
honest, this is what I do when I'm alone, to take my mind off of everything that's happened. Oh, that's right. I stored some vegetables in the refrigerator down in the home economics room. You still have some time, yes? Would you mind waiting here a moment? I grew these right here in these very planters and harvested them myself not too long ago. There's not much consistency to their colors or shapes, but...
I mean, that's how vegetables are, especially homegrown ones. How do they taste? That's important. That's an important bit.
I suppose it's umami mixed with a little bitterness? Either way, it's definitely unique. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask of you.
I'd like to get Sakura-san's opinion on my vegetables. Do you think I could bring my next harvest over to your cafe?
See, like, this is the one that, like, least is able to follow the structure of the Persona 5 way of handling social links of, like, oh, it's a deal and we're making these deals and, like, it's about what we can get out of it, right? Because even her thing of, like, oh, vegetables, do you mind if I get opinions on them from Sojiro, which is the thing that I allow for you. Or like the thing I can do for you in exchange, because everything's in exchange and we don't care about people based off of who they are as people. We care about them about how they can provide for us, which fucking sucks. And oh, I hate that. Oh, whatever, that's besides the point. This is the one that least follows that, because even when she's like, hey, I can only offer these vegetables, it's like, oh, do you mind if Sojiro tries them so I could get some feedback on them? And like, spoilers for the rest of her social link, like her thing is helping us garden or whatever, but that is not like really all that relevant in the way that she helps us in the coming things. Really. Like, it's the one that least follows the structure, which also explains why it may be one of my favorites, right? Like there's been a few where we really had a stretch of like, oh, how could they help us and what do we get out of this, because it needs to follow that structure, because it's a shitty worldview that this game pushes. But like, that's besides the point. It's not, because I keep bringing it up apparently, but there's been a few like that, but I think this is the one that least is able to follow that, outside of like some of the mandatory ones, which also explains why it's one of my favorites. I think that's a great idea.
Thank you. I'm sure Sakura-san will give me his honest opinion. I'll make sure this next harvest is particularly good. Well then, shall we head over to the hideout?
Congrats on surviving midterms.
I think I'm screwed for real this time. I couldn't concentrate at all.
Gathering everyone's opinions and immediately acting upon them. In order to make that natural course of action a reality, I will...
Again? It's so damn loud!
More importantly, what's this you want
I
to talk
forgot about how early that was
You said
introduced.
that something was on your mind
Like, I know it came
before,
up like a
but
week
were you
ago,
able to
but
figure
still.
out what it was?
The medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
Huh? Aren't you the real one, though?
Oh, the guy who called himself medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
What do you mean?
The code written by that guy the other day is different from any of the past medjed.
And that means...
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it. The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency. No skill at all.
But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of medjed? Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all. At the very least, there's no way it was an official medjed member.
So someone used the Medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thieves? For what purpose?
Could they have been doing it for fun? It was around the time our group started getting popular, so maybe they wanted in on the hype.
Wait a moment. What if it's the other way around? Perhaps they used the medjed name to make the Phantom Thieves known.
What? That makes no sense!
I actually thought the same as Makoto.
Why is that?
Know how I just said that code is like fingerprints? I found those same fingerprints somewhere completely different.
Okay, so again, I don't want to draw comparisons to another game or the other games, but I do, because that's why we're doing this. So I won't get into spoilers, but like, at a similar time as this is happening in this game, Persona 4 Golden's having similar moments of like the group needing to be smart and figure stuff out, but like, it feels like that group is actually smart, and I don't know how to put it, right? Because like, they have like a detective, and they have the class person who's actually pretty smart. But even our our like best friend character is like smart and like can put stuff together and follow logic trains, right? Where it's like they're piecing stuff together and like, oh, we can't do this, that, or the other, right? Oh, I guess it's not at a similar time. I guess it would have been about a week ago. Because exams threw off my frame of reference, and so it'll actually be a while ago for you guys. Because exams go by so fast, I don't have opportunities to save. But yeah, they're doing something similar over in the other one, where like the characters have to be smart and react in specific ways, right? And so like I don't know how, like I don't know where the difference is, but like consistently in this game, and I think it really started ramping up with the addition of Futaba, but like Makoto can be fairly smart, but like I think it falls into the same problem as Sherlock, versus like if Persona 4 Golden is like an actual mystery, it like probably, despite this one having a lot of Death Note similarities with like, you know, the detective trying to catch people and the criminal, and there's certain things and whatever, like I can't get into it because of spoilers, but if you know, you know. I honestly feel Persona 4 Golden is better at that like early stage Death Note, like real actual Sherlock books, mystery novel kind of thing of like, oh, these characters are smart and piecing things together and bouncing off each other in ways that like the logic train falls. And maybe it's just because my brain works more similar to a way that Persona 4 Golden does, but it feels like here they don't necessarily set up things, they just tell you a thing that the smart characters figure out by skipping a lot of steps, which I guess you could get there and you can see, like, because you know narrative, so it's able to disguise it well. But if we're thinking about like the logical like train of events, like they're just kind of skipping around and being like, oh, I'm an expert hacker, so let me tell you that these fingerprints are all the same, which has led me to believe that the entire Medjet thing was to get us famous, right? There's a lot of steps skipped there of that logic train, and like Makoto backing it up initially being like, oh, what if it's in reverse? And she's like, I thought the same thing, right? And like they kind of reveal it as the twist, but like it's setting up the twist first and then revealing the logic behind it, but like the it's not the logical steps to get there, like because they set up the twists more and set up the like, oh, this is what's happening more than like the following feels like an explanation of how we got there rather than a actual logical train of how we got there. Does that make sense? Like I'm trying to think of how it feels different in this game, and there's twists coming up that are very much in the same vein. Like keep this in mind for the remainder of this game of like, oh, we're less interested in it being an actual mystery and we're less invested in the actual logic setup and more interested in the twist of the story, right? And I don't think that's a bad thing, but like I think it is a bummer when it does stuff like this of like Makoto being like, oh, what if it's in reverse? I totally agree with that as the two smart people, and all we say is going to be what it logically is. And I think that's because like we set up the rest of the group to be kind of dumb. Morgana knows about some metaverse stuff, but isn't like exceptionally smart. Ryuji is the hothead dummy. On is also not like, she's not dumb, but like, you know, isn't necessarily like the sharp type either, you know? And like, you know, Yusuke is definitely dumb as rocks, right? like he's hyper specialized, we'll put it that way. And so like we rely on these two characters to just give us answers rather than them working it out, you know? And because they're set up as being the two super smart people, it feels like they're allowed to just skip steps to get to the point that they want to get to because the two super smart people said so, right? It's like the same thing as with Sherlock, where it's like more concerned with being a drama than it is a mystery, which is fine. But then, like, this game hasn't really set it up as a mystery, so I think that's fair. It's better than Sherlock for sure, in that sense, where it doesn't like pull out the rug from under you, where you're like, oh, this is a mystery, but we're actually withholding information you can't know, and he's gonna be super smart and just figure something out, or like will happen to know like a collective of assassins who will give him information that you couldn't have possibly known that helped him, that gave him the solve, and it's gonna make him look smart, but fuck you, right? Like, this game does that similarly, but it didn't purport itself as a mystery, except that it started the game with being like, one of your team sold you out and you're trying to solve who it is. So like, I guess there's that, but yeah, it's a
Where's
bummer
that?
overall.
The Phantom Aficionado website. There were traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
For real?
For summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number. Same with the rankings, particularly the time when President Okumura ranked first.
So then, the one who provoked the group and the one who tampered with the site are the same person?
I think I'm starting to see the big picture.
Both Medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result. On top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the rankings.
The perfect timing and the perfect target.
If both of those had been set up...
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the start? No way.
This is all hypothetical. We lack any hard evidence. But if all your deductions happen to be correct, that would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
We gotta be overthinking things. I mean, we're talking both the rankings and Medjed. Everyone made a big deal about it. If this was all set up, then what kind of guy did we make an enemy of?
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation. Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder. We must overcome this.
But we don't even know who we're up against.
Hey, you think we're falling into another trap, even at this very moment?
Yeah, this doesn't mean that we've lost yet. Even if this is the actions of a meticulous enemy, we'll just have to get back at them. We need to find clues, no matter what.
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, you thought to reopen it, and you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves. This is based primarily on that achievement.
I'm honored, sir.
The Phantom Thieves issue is now a national crisis. Expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice. Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command. I'd like you to oversee this operation. You've yet to give an answer. Will you accept the task of eradicating the Phantom Thieves?
I will give it everything I have.
We'll have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed. I don't wish to apply extra pressure on you, but I assume your odds of success are high. Naturally, failure to accomplish this task is unacceptable. Do you understand?
Of course. I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
That is all then. I expect good results from you.
I'm home.
Hi, sis. Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going to stay at work then?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
You look awful, though. Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies. Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
Oh my god. Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular. This is bad. I need to let everyone know.
Things have become somewhat troublesome, everyone. Try to stay calm. What's wrong? Sis told me I'm not doing voices because I have a feeling it's not going to give me an evening to save. And I'm really tight on time. Sis told me she's entrusted with important tasks regarding the Phantom Thieves. That means, yes, the SIU must surely be on the move at this point. That's bad. Wait, weren't they already investigating us, though? The police were doing so in secret. This operation is on a much different scale. Hold on a sec. What's this SIU thing? Special Investigations Unit, an elite team that deals with the huge cases like government scandals. I've heard that name's on the news. They make headlines often. The real insane part is they haven't lost a case against a suspect in like 50 years. They come after you, you're screwed. They're the best investigation force in Japan. Are we gonna be arrested? Doesn't this countermeasure seem somewhat extreme? Right or wrong, I think we're just way too famous at this point. As this is a country governed by law, they can't afford to ignore us for any longer. We may be the Phantom Thieves, but this is miserable. They probably have a pretty narrow suspect profile by now, too. Hey, don't scare us like that. It's okay, though. They don't have any evidence. Yes, I suspect they're frantically searching for some as we speak. They're probably fabricating some. But the way that the Japanese legal system works, no way we're gonna be finding, no way we're gonna find anything, though. It's only a matter of time. We have to hurry and do something about this.
Everything's going to be fine. Unless they know about the metaverse, there's no way they'll get any info on us.
But they definitely do, right? Like that, our enemy does, and we know that our enemy has that kind of power. Oh, thank God we have a knight. All right, can I go out and do something?
I can see it.
Hey!
Really? You're gonna lock off knights entirely?
Hey! Yep.
Make sure your clothes up.
Hi!
Alrighty. Let's see. I think all my stats are actually... social stats. Guts could go up. But I don't have anything to do here at night anymore. Do I have a book for Guts? That's proficiency. No. Alright, I don't think I have anything to do here for Guts.
Oh!
Play a game? That's to make me kinder, but I just beat it. Or not beat it, just got that perfect. Might as well just load up on.
Yeah!
Wait, one sec. Okay.
Yeah!
I was like, wait, 1 sec. Why is this an option? Could I have had her do multiple things at the same time?
Yeah.
Well then. Hi.
Hey.
The police are here again? Yeah, it looks like it's for real this time. Apparently one of our students is a phantom thief. Seriously? I read the same thing online. Apparently public security is already on the move. It's me, something I want to talk about at the hideout. Meeting Haru on the rooftop.
What should we do?
Oh, it's not gonna be voiced? What the fuck? I wanted to just lay back and rest on my laurels. How troubling. Do you want some help? Oh, Mackin, have you come up here to assist me? You heard that, didn't you? I'm not worried about the garden, in case you were wondering. Just so much has happened to me lately. You can tell me. Well, perhaps I could share this with you. I mean, it would be nice to have someone who is aware of my current situation in life.
You said that something was on your mind before, but were you able to figure out what it was? The medjed that I banned wasn't the real one. But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of medjed?
Also, if he's not part of it, why wouldn't any of them speak out against what they're doing or say, no, we're not involved? Like, it feels like, like if that's part of the organization or whatever, like that they would do that, right?
Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
When the case of...
I'm home.
Hi, sis. Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going to stay at work then?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
You look awful, though. Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies. Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
Oh my god. Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular. This is bad. I need to let everyone know.
Okay, am I allowed to do anything?
Hey!
No? Okay. Can I make some... Let's not do that today. Is there a reason why not? You absolute asshole. It's the last day of exams. You answered every question with ease.
It's finally over.
What's going on with that? Actually, me too.
Hey, about question 8.
Jin and Yukiko are completely absorbed in reviewing the exam.
I pulled an all-nighter last night, so I'm ready to collapse any second now. I'm gonna head home. See you later.
It's nice to have an event after tests like this, or not an event, but like have a little thing of everyone talking about it, because it's so weird in Persona 3 when it just cuts to the test being over and it's just a normal day. Like it always takes me out of it. In the same way that a test day would, to be fair. But it feels like there needs to be an acknowledgement that the day is different, you know? At last, the long midterms are finally over. My love. Yes, I is here. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna ignore you for just a second to get this going again. But then I promise I'm coming back. Dude, you're the one who tried to feed me to the cat. Oh, sorry. I just can't stay calm when it comes to those damn cats. I have an idea. Do you know what they like to eat? If I can sneak up and slowly touch them while they're chowing down food, I'll be in control, right? But to tell you the truth, I'm also scared of fish. You know, those creepy eyes, all muddied, looking this way, and those scales. So I'm okay with fish, but like anytime I see like that deep sea shit, like I get like in the water, I'm like, oh wow, that is actually pretty terrifying, huh? Like it doesn't like scare me in the way a phobia would, but it's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be seeing this is what it feels like. What is that? It's so cute. Give me that. I'll use it to ambush that cat. The man. Oh, okay. Not here. It is interesting. We're like fully into spring now. Or into fall. The opposite of spring. Please. Okay, thank God. I was like, please don't be here because I do have to... Oh, you know, I saw you putting on a show. The owner's son and the other workers helped clean up after the concert. I think he must have forgotten this after they finished up and he changed out his work clothes. Can you give it to him? Oh. I don't remember what cabbage does. So I think I'm gonna just say no. Did you ask? Come with me.
Sure.
Okay. The Osogami High rooftop. I yanked your arm all the way up here.
Well,
So, did you ask him what kind of girl he likes? You told Ai about Ko's type. Nice girls. Nice? You didn't say anything about being cute? Not even a beautiful woman or something like that? Ai looks almost panicked. But every every guy wants to be with a pretty girl, right? It's the good-looking girls who find love, isn't it? Forget it. I'm tired of beating around the bush. Just go ask him if he's got a crush on anyone. What are you waiting for? Go! You don't appear to have a choice. You decide to check downstairs. Oh, hey, Ko. Sorry about this.
Yo.
Oh, hey, Mac. Man, I gotta piss like a racehorse. Yes, Ko, if he has a crush on anyone in particular. Huh? You want to know who I like? This is awkward. Well, you made one more honest effort to get him to tell you. Alright, but I'm only telling you this because I trust you, man. Don't tell her. In fact, don't tell anybody. Chie-san. Oh, that's sweet. I mean, you're both like sports nerds, athletic, right? And like, Yukiko is the one who's known, like, to the point where it's a complex for both of them, where Yukiko's the one who's known as like the quote-unquote pretty one, which sucks, right? And people love Chie, and like she's cute too, but like she's not known as like the, like, in universe she's not the conventionally attractive one. That'd be Yukiko, right? So it's kind of nice as well, like, because like to the point where it's like kind of a complex for her, if we remember how she awakened, where she was like, oh, it's always Yukiko, and it makes you feel special and better because you take care of her, because everyone always likes her and they don't like you. So it's nice that Ko, this guy we know as a generally cool guy and has similar interests as her, would be into her, you know? Well, I'm at it. Let me tell you, I'm goddamn jealous you get to sit next to her in class, you lucky bastard. All right, see you later. I really gotta go. And that's a good way to diffuse that situation as well. Seems I was eavesdropping. Yeah, this is excessive. Don't come any closer. I mean, the Moon Arcana are generally pretty self-destructive. If we look at Shinji and how he was, right? I am not engaging with what's-his-face, Suimitsu, but I'm sure he'll be self-destructive in some way. And then Mishima as well. Like, Chie, isn't Chie Sadanaka, right? That frumpy girl? I got beaten out by that? I'm 100 times better looking. Ai's lost her composure. You need to calm her down before it gets any worse. Guys like pretty girls, don't they? I'm pretty now, and I had to work hard to become this way. If I can't be loved, then what's the point? I'll hear you out. I used to be fat and clumsy. My family was poor and everyone at school bullied me all the time. They used to surround me and say I was gross, and they called me names like Pigihara. I'm sure there's a pun there about you being shrimp, though, right? Like, if we're being cruel and malicious, like with your name being Ebihara, like I'm sure the character, like the kanji is different than shrimp, but you could easily make a pun about her eating too much shrimp, or, you know, anytime she's even slightly hunched over, like call her shrimp because of the way she curls, or some shit like that, right? I don't get Pigihara necessarily based off of her name, besides just saying haha fat, which I guess sometimes that's all it takes. Right? I guess similar to how I want my villains to be better, I want my bullies to be cleverer, but like, you know, my bullies weren't, so, you know, I get that. You know, they'd settle for just calling me the F word. Right? Which isn't overly clever. So yeah. The boy I had a crush on even told me not to look at him because I'd give him my germs. Oh, I'm so sorry. And like this gets back into like the cycles of hurt people, and like now that she's grown attractive and is aware of that and like has this thing that she feels she earned. And we'll see this with people who come up in difficult circumstances as well, right? Of like, oh, now that I'm in the position of power, I've earned this privilege of treating people like shit the way I was treated, right? When in reality, like it should be, oh, no, everyone should be treated fine. And just because I'm the person in power now does not give me the right to treat people worse. But it can be hard to separate that from how it feels to have gone from being the person with like, you know, the boot on their neck to having the boot and remembering to take the boot off of other people's necks, right? And that can be a difficult transition because like you worked hard to get this power that you have over people, and how you've seen people use that power is going to impact you and how you choose to use it too, right? So yeah. And right now that power that I'm mentioning is like, oh, her family came into money a little bit later, so they're no longer poor. She lost weight and is healthier. And that's also something to consider is like, it takes money to be healthy, right? When you're poor, you have to choose the cheaper foods that are like tons of fats in them, very fatty, a lot of sugars, and like a lot more calories, but it's cheaper, right? And but it doesn't also fill you as much, so you're still eating as much of the yeah. So it's like really hard to be healthy and poor at the same time as well, right? So yeah, like you know, she eventually earned that privilege. She thinks she's pretty now, and she is, and so like she's like, yeah, I have these people into me, and here's the person I like, and they like this other person who she's like, but that person's not putting in that effort to be pretty like I am. She puts in a lot of effort in other ways, and like those other ways that she puts in effort towards herself and her self-growth and like the things that she wants to be good at and the things she wants, which is part of like what makes her attractive to other people, right? But like that's still rough. About the time I came into middle school, my family came into their money. Everyone got so jealous of us that we ran away and moved here. I knew this was my chance to start over. It was time to show them all. I dieted, got into shape. I read every fashion and women's magazine I could get my hands on. Yeah, and like there is a difference between like a person who is like naturally beautiful, which is like part of her story arc, right? Like this person would be the oh, what was the rival's maid or rival's name? Begins with an M. Oh no, I can't remember. But like, and this isn't spoilers for An, but like, you know, part of the reason why An is so kind and so like whatever with her position of power is like she doesn't understand the privileges she got by, you know, having family in the industry and being naturally pretty, where she didn't really have to worry about putting in the work. And so like that also produces a difference in personality of like, I worked hard to get to where I am, so it makes me less willing to when I see other people not working hard in the way that I worked hard, like it's like, well, I don't see you working hard. They are 9 times out of 10, they are working hard in different areas that you can't see. And I think this is a great example of that, because like we know like the insecurities she has. We know how she's working hard on both her insecurities and also catching a killer and doing all this other stuff, right? But like it then doesn't come out in the fact that like she doesn't, you know, follow fashion and put in like that kind of work,
that I puts in, right? Like so like I really love her social link in the way it highlights some of this stuff. I studied them like they were textbooks and learned all the secrets. Everything from attracting guys to smiling better. And it is a lot of work. Like, it's something I haven't done for myself. Like I'll put in small bits of effort that way. But like then like a tiny thing will set me off of like, oh, like, you know, if my room's this year, like I see myself in the mirror and I'm not feeling good about myself and I see my stomach, I'm like, well, why am I buying hair product? Why am I, you know, doing XYZ thing? Or like if I go and work out and get in a streak of working out, but then, you know, something else will happen. And then it'll be like, well, why am I doing that? So it takes work to push past that and be like, I'm still not there yet, and also need to work in these other areas, and they all work together and not get discouraged. Looks like it was all for nothing. I couldn't be loved unless I became pretty, and now that I am, I still can't have it. Because I'm doomed. I'll never be loved, will I?
It's not like I have any other redeeming qualities.
You're still young. But then that knowing where her mind's at, what you're still young should mean is you'll find someone, and or you're still young so you can add additional redeeming qualities, right? But I think she would take it as, oh, that's a redeeming quality, but then she'll hate her aging body, and that sucks too, right? I'll yell at him later. I'd say he just doesn't know you, because she does have other better redeeming qualities that she hasn't put in the work to develop and are being covered up by this other side of her that is like, I put in the work to become pretty and deserve the privileges that come with that. And like, and the way I'm allowed to look down on other people who haven't put in that same type of work that I put in is covering up her better qualities. And so like I think part of it is he doesn't know you, because you'd have to get to know her to realize that there are better qualities in there. But she also needs to learn how to develop those qualities and have them come out in her more often, right?
You're so nice to me.
I should have fallen in love with you. Don't worry, you will. Just kidding. So I know what everyone's thinking. So slight spoilers for Ai's playthrough, or social link. I'm not going to put up the spoiler warning for it though, because we're covering hers and we're not going to see the other side of it. But yeah, if you choose I'll be your boyfriend, that actually leads to the bad, or like you're not able to maintain being her boyfriend, because she'll like while you two are together, she'll realize you're not right for each other, and that you're just doing this to make her feel better, and like kind of taking advantage of her at a low point, and as she grows as a person, realizes that's not good and she needs to go out on her own or whatever. While on the other hand, if you're silent here, she gets the opportunity to grow who she is and then actually properly fall in love with you. And I think that's really interesting as a way to talk to the player of being like, that, you know, certain types of players will, especially if you're trying to date everyone and get like that kind of scene or whatever, you might see that and immediately jump on it. Or if you're like me, who like really did immediately fall for Ai. Like I like her storyline, but I especially started playing this back when I was into Tsunderes. I'm not into that archetype very much anymore. I think that it only works if the main character knows what the Tsundere is thinking, like with the magic power or whatever. But I think outside of that, it's kind of shitty and excuses emotional abuse as an archetype. But that helped me be really interested in Ai, and then discovering her social link as this more fleshed out, well-developed storyline than I had expected. So yeah. Hey, why don't you and I just go out?
Are you sure about that? You're a weird guy. You're right.
I'm sorry.
I'm still a little confused. I smile sadly. I'm going home now.
Thank you.
I walked down the stairs with heavy footsteps. You decided to go home. Naoko doesn't seem to be home.
I'm home!
Tadaima.
Oh, welcome back!
That's what I should be saying to
There
you.
was a letter in the mailbox for you.
The letter is addressed Mr. Mac Void. The sender's name and address are nowhere to be found. There's only one sentence printed. Don't rescue anymore.
Is it from a friend? Oh, my show is almost done!
Could this be a warning from the killer? Or is it just a prank? You should discuss with the group tomorrow.
I'll protect you all from the madness of this world. I'll take you to a place where you can be at peace. Yes, it's much more peaceful than here.
Okay, class. I know you've been busy lately, but you all remember to do your homework, right? Just because you're not taking a literature class next year doesn't mean you can blow off classic lit. Hey, are you listening to me?
What's wrong, Fuka? You look kinda down.
Huh?
Talk to me. Tell me what's bothering you.
It's about Aragaki-senpai.
Oh, pretty shocking, huh? Never seen him at school, but I've seen him around town. I wonder if he really did get caught up in some kind of crime.
Some things you can never get back. I know that from all the things that have happened with my parents. I've sort of been avoiding the question. But is it okay for me to go on like this?
Parents, huh? I can relate to that. But you'll be okay, right?
Natsuki, what are you waiting for? Come on up.
Yeah.
Don't you want to give your classmates a proper goodbye?
Huh? What's going on?
Hello everyone. I know it hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've made some good friends. I'll remember each and every one of you, even after I transfer. Thank you. How's that?
Transfer? What?
Gakukan High School rooftop.
You're a weird one, you know? The biggest bitch in the school is leaving, and you feel sorry for her.
You're transferring? And you didn't say anything?
It's not like telling you would have changed anything. Why make us both depressed? Anyway, my dad's pretty sick. And they say it'll take some time for him to recover. And we don't really have that much money, so we can't afford to stay here. You know, I still think you're crazy for being friends with someone like me. But, like I said before,
We're both in the same boat. My parents act like I don't even exist. I hate living at home. That's why I was so jealous when you moved into the dorm.
Natsuki-chan.
But, Fuka, your house is nearby and your parents are pretty normal. So why'd you move?
Huh? Well,
If you don't want to tell me, that's okay. But if it's something that you and your folks can work out, then do it while you have the chance.
So I didn't bring this up last time, or at least not in this way. But I actually really like the way that that's phrased. Because it would be very easy to be like, oh, you have to do something because they're family and like, you know, oh, you know, you have to work this out or whatever. But the way she phrases it is, but if it's something you can work out, then you should do it while you have the chance. It doesn't presuppose that it has to work out because they're family or it doesn't, you know, it does frame it in the context of if it's something you're able to work out, you should, rather than saying you have to work this out, you know?
It'll be a while before my dad's in any condition for us to have a heart-to-heart.
Like I know it seems like a minor difference, but like I think it makes a world of difference in the nuance of how it's framed, you know?
What am I doing? This isn't what I wanted to talk about. You know, Fuka, I used to think that every day was just the same. And I'm only saying this because it's you. But you don't get any second chances in life. If you accept the way things are, then they'll never change.
Natsuki-chan.
This is the last time I'll see this view. I won't be in school next week because I'll be packing, so guess this is goodbye.
No!
It's okay. Everything will be all right. Come on, don't give me that look.
What?
Hey, I'm not helpless, you know. I've changed a lot since I met you. I'm gonna try and figure out what I really want now. So, I hope you do the same.
What I really want. I used to try and please everyone. I was afraid of not being liked, so I did my best to fit in. But I never really thought about what I wanted.
That is so like you, Fuka. Well, I say, if they don't accept you for who you are, then screw them. But I like you, even if you don't like yourself.
Oh, that's really sweet. And like I know that there's the whole saying, people can't love you until you love yourself. And what the saying's supposed to represent is you won't accept other people's love if you don't love yourself. But like, it is super helpful. Speaking as someone who deals with like self-esteem issues and like self-loathing and you know, I don't particularly like myself either. But like, it is very helpful for people to like who exist and tell you, hey, I like you and I'm, you know, like it does help and like I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. Like I think it's very sweet. But I like you even if you don't like yourself.
Natsuki-chan.
Well, better get going.
It reminds you that there are things about yourself that people can like, you know? A good reminder.
Natsuki-chan.
That does sound like an exclamation mark. Explanation mark. I'm gonna start calling colons explanation marks. Jesus. Okay. Fuka looked at her message she received on her cell phone.
Natsuki-chan?
Even if we're apart, we'll still be connected. We can always talk, right? Thanks for everything.
Natsuki-chan.
Eventually, Fuka lifted her head and nodded.
Even if we're apart, we'll still be connected. It all makes sense now. I've always been so worried about how others are feeling. That's why my power allows me to stay connected with them. I guess there is something I want after all. It makes me happy to see everyone else happy too. So, I want us all to remain friends. The power to connect people even when they're apart. My persona has given me this amazing gift.
The resolution in Fuka's heart has awakened a new persona. Oh, sure, her friend moves away, and that's all it takes to awaken a new persona for her. Meanwhile, my boyfriend had to go into a coma, and Akihiko's best friend had to fucking die. For them, it's just, it doesn't seem fair, does it?
There you are.
Why? Did something happen?
It is surprising to find you on the rooftop.
We were just wondering what you were up to.
Everything's okay now.
Okay?
I've made up my mind. I'll do as much as I can with my power. For my sake, as well as the sake of others.
Okay.
Sorry, I guess that was sort of random, wasn't it?
Are you sure you're alright?
Class has ended for today. Hey, I just heard Natsuki's transferring. You know, the girl who's friends with Fuka? But they haven't been friends for very long. Kinda sucks. Yep. Fuka-san said, I get it. How about you, Max-san? I get it. Good for you. That's so funny. Me neither. Oh my god. I guess I love you. I love you so much. More than I think I could ever express. Yeah, sure. You were the first one I saw when I walked outside. Let's hang out. Oh yeah, your plot line's going on, huh? You got in trouble for stealing, except you didn't steal, right? I wish I could listen to you speak all day. Arf arf yourself.
I know you've been busy lately, but you all remember to do your homework, right? Just because you're not taking a literature class next year doesn't mean you can blow off classic lit. Hey, are you listening to me?
What's wrong, Fuka? You look kinda down.
Huh?
Talk to me.
It's about Aragaki-senpai.
Oh, pretty shocking, huh? Never seen him at school, but I've seen him around town. I wonder if he really did get caught up in some kind of crime.
Some things you can never get back. I know that from all the things that have happened with my parents. I've sort of been avoiding the question. But is it okay for me to go on like this?
Parents, huh? But you'll be okay, right?
Natsuki, what are you waiting for? Come on up.
Yeah.
Don't you want to give your classmates a proper goodbye?
going on?
Hello everyone. I know it hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've made some good friends. I'll remember each and every one of you, even after I transfer.
Transfer? What?
You're a weird one, you know? The biggest bitch in the school is leaving, and you feel sorry for her.
You're transferring? And you didn't say anything?
Oh, Junpei's available! It feels like it's been forever since Junpei was available. But I am gonna go look and see if Akihiko's available. Nope. I keep trying, but I never see him. Right? Because he should be right outside of here. Near clubs, right? Oh well, I'll go hang out with Junpei. Do I have a persona for Junpei? Oh, Jesus. After looking it up, it looks like he's missing until the 23rd. I guess? Maybe. Sorry, Junpei. I'll be right back, actually. I do want to go with you. I need to go to the mall. Hey, Theodore. I really haven't done a good job getting to know you. I feel more than a little bit bad about that, if I'm being completely honest with myself. Temperance, which is almost over, so it should be fine, but you know. Hierophant? Who the fuck is... Oh, the old couple. Did I finish them or was I close to finishing them? That said, I definitely don't remember who Justice is. Oh, not Chariot. God, who is Junpei if not a Chariot? Because I remember Chariot is Magician. Oh, that actually does make sense too. Magician. Really? None? Oh, I was about to say, like not getting any. I don't even remember who I used to fuse, if I'm being honest. I don't think that bodes well for the for fusing it in the other reality for Elizabeth. Oh, really? Then let's stop somewhere. It seems Junpei is gonna treat you to a meal. You okay with the special? If you want, they can put a little extra egg on top. Come on, eat up. Did something good happen? Huh? Not exactly, but You look like you're in high spirits, like always. Junpei seems relieved for some reason. Oh, because my boyfriend's in a coma? Are you worried about me? Yeah. Does that mean you know about it too? What is he talking about? You just had to ask about it. Oh, well, you know, how a lot of stuff's happened. Top of that, if something stupid like this happened, you might be tired. It's kind of worried. Wait, so you haven't heard? Guess I shouldn't have brought it up. Okay, I'll tell you. Don't get mad at me, okay? Supposedly there are these photos of you going around. They weren't weird pictures or anything. They're just of you in your gym clothes. There are other girls in them too, but you're right up in the center, so I think whoever took the pictures was aiming specifically at you. Well, that's disturbing. Yeah, seriously. I mean, the school is a public place. It's kind of like peeping on you. One of the guys in a different class found it. He came over to me and was like, "Isn't this the girl in your dorm?" Took the copy of it away from him, but the original's still out there. Still, you must be really popular. This kind of thing ain't normal. I mean, talk about looking on the bright side, I guess. Like, he's like, "Hey, I was worried about you, and that's awful." And I put a stop to it where I could see it, which, you know, the FemC route of Junpei as best friend does a lot of like helping his character, I think, in what comes off as like someone who could be really creepy in the other playthroughs, which I think is maybe why I'm more generous to him than other people. I've talked about that before, but like yeah, he's like, yeah, that sucks and what the hell, but then he's like, but this thing's not normal, so you have to be like really popular. Wonder if I'll be in danger of having my picture taken with you. I'd have to find out who it was and kick his ass if that happened. But seriously, be careful, all right? You feel like your bond with Junpei is growing a lot stronger. What a good boy! What a good boy, Junpei. Now, how to go about retrieving that picture? Yeah, because his girlfriend's in the hospital, my boyfriend's in the hospital too. Also that. Well, I'll think about it. Don't let it bother you too much. But man, photos? What in the world would anyone use that for? Oh, no, never mind. You and Junpei talk together before heading back.
Welcome back.
All right, and this is the opportunity for other reality to really overtake this reality in terms of powerful personas. Let me double check what my stats are in this one. Oh, damn. I mean, my magic is very low, though. It's the trade-off there. Yeah. What games? Yeah, agility would also be good to get.